A live look at Chestnut Hill, Massachusetts, Alumni Stadium. Is there really anything better than immersing yourself in football all afternoon on a Saturday? And we continue with this one. On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find room for the big play. He'll be stopped after a short return. It's a coverage unit right on top of it. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Here's Gibson to begin the drive. All over him immediately.
That back had nowhere to go. Defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the direct snap, it's Davidson. He'll take it himself. And he's stopped right there. No gain on the play.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Just feeds the running back. He's knocked down immediately, trying to catch them napping on the run and nothing doing. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. A quick 3 and out, and they're already giving up the ball. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. So the Boston College Eagles offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And here's the sophomore quarterback who will be at the controls in this one. Tough day in that last loss, threw a couple of interceptions and did not throw a touchdown pass. Looking for room. It's Addison. Knocked down immediately.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Off play action. Right side, it's Green. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Great play by the cornerback. In this offense, they're just trying to get this receiver the ball quickly to see if he can make something happen. But that cornerback was draped all over him. Nice job.
And that last completion was a bit of a Pyrrhic victory. It made 3rd down even longer. Drops back. It's Acosta. Fires on the move. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down. Boston College lining up to punt this one away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Catches it cleanly at the 20. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Clemson comes out its offense ready to go on the attack. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Rides the option, he keeps it. Break. Ball is loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. They were rolling with the option, and the quarterback kept it, but he couldn't hang on to the football.
I'm impressed with this defense. They are locked in and defending the option right now. Guys are playing assignment football, and they're just doing a great job with their eye discipline. They saw the QB pull that ball. They knew exactly who had it. They got to him and created the turnover.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. That is their junior defensive end, and they hope he's just rattled momentarily. Holly Rowe will update his condition in a bit. On fourth down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. Needs it here on fourth down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
Man, that is a big-time drop right there. Fourth down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the first down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, dude, we're going to need you later on. I still believe it.
Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Jacobs. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield. And the running game has been disastrous on the last couple of plays. They'll try to salvage the drive on third down. Back to throw, it's Denson. Under pressure. It's complete to the left. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. They'll give it to Jarrett Gibson. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-load, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Here's a give to Gibson. Across the 35. They believe in this running game, and they take it all the way down to the 25 before he goes out of bounds.
And, man, we've all experienced these rivalry games and how much fun they are. And this offense had a lot of fun a year ago, right? Like, they dominated this rivalry. They've been kind of hot coming in. And I really look forward to seeing this running back. Can he be physical? Because you know the anger, the animosity, all the stuff that comes with these rivalry games, you need your running back to set the tone and have a great game.
And that's something this offense is going to try to do in this game, and they're doing it early. They want to establish the run game. They want to be more physical. They want to control the line of scrimmage. That's how they're going to attack this defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. And the ball is free on the pitch. Defense got it. They're on the run. Hits the accelerator to the right. At the 30. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Looking downfield, it's Acosta. Rushes on. Being chased. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Well, this defense is not going to be patient with this quarterback. They know that they have to affect him, and they have to dictate to him. So that time, they send the blitz. They're not even giving him an opportunity to sit back there and peruse the field. They flush him out. They're able to rally to him, get him down to the ground. I like the aggressive nature of the defense here.
Able to make his way past the sticks for the 1st down, and the time is going to drain out here in the 1st quarter. We've reached the end of the 1st quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. A 1st down run on the doorstep. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Eagles!
Can't start a game any better than that. Defense gets the stop, gives it back to the offense. You march down the field, you score. They're in a great rhythm now on both sides of the ball.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. When you're playing from behind, you can't afford to give it up the way they did the last drive, David.
No doubt. You cannot give the football away. Again, turnovers are the biggest stats in winning and losing games. You're behind, Palmer. Take care of the ball, but we got to go get a...
Going to take a shot. He's got it down the field. Took it all the way to the 36-yard line, and he flipped the field in an instant. This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive units.
The Tigers will try to convert on 4th down. They'll go with Gibson. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the 4th down, and it paid off. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Holds and fires complete to the right.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
And the Tigers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Making the adjustment. Dropping back, it's Denson. He's got it. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Handoff for Jarrett. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football even if they don't get big gains. It's those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. Motion from the wide receiver. On the direct snap, it's Gibson. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Clemson. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
The Eagles offense now ready to start the drive. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Got his man on the right. Fights off a defender. Tried to hit him with a quick game on 1st down and nothing doing there.
And it makes it so hard on the defense trying to stop these guys because they're not just throwing it to wide receivers in the passing game. They've got a huge weapon here at tight end, and he just shows you how difficult he is to bring down after the catch.
Just got rid of that one.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Acosta. Rush right in his face. A strike downfield. He'll have enough for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 45. Boston College wants to play fast.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
It's so easy to be up here in the booth and say, you should have put more zip on that. Sometimes you got to use the lob wedge. That time, you probably should have used the drive.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. This time they'll throw it. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the 3rd down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. A quick completion to the left, looking for the 1st down. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down. Timeout called by the Eagles. It's their 1st. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half. Clemson will send the punt team out. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. The last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Looking for a crease to the left. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the 1st half. Long way to go on second down. Motion from the wideout. Moving the pocket, it's Acosta. Left side is Addison. Fighting off the defender. He'll be knocked out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. Good pickup there.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Wants to throw on third. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And they can't make the play on third down.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
On the return. He only needs a sliver of daylight. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Opening play of the drive from the 39. Uh-oh, look out. Oh, he's got some space. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10.
If you want to test the physicality of a defense, get the toss play going. Get the outside run game working, because those DBs are going to have to find ways to fight off blocks, and you're going to find out just how badly these little guys want to put their face in the fan.
What a cut. Now he's loose. They bring him down. A big gain on the option, and they will challenge your ability to tackle in space.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch...
Caught, and he's got room. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job, because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback, because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Finds his man on the RPO. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Timeout called by Clemson. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
Look, as an offense, you're always going to take completions over incompletions and interceptions. So the offense, they're able to make that third down a little bit more manageable, but honestly, not by much.
They'll send the back in motion. Touchdown, Tigers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
So the Boston College offense makes its way onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Look out! And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Just about set to get this second half underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. As we start the second half, Holly, what adjustments do these teams want to make?
Boston College head coach told me at the half. He said this is exactly the type of game he was expecting. 2 solid defenses have made it very difficult to find points in the end zone today. The defenses have been terrific so far, really limiting what the other is able to do. Points are at a premium down here. Guys, you've got to believe that whoever makes the next mistake and has a turnover, that might be a significant change in this game. I'll keep you posted from the sidelines. Guys?
Okay, Holly. In the backfield, it's Green. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Straight ahead, it's Addison. Spins away from the defender. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. Boston College will send out the punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. Trying to get started. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. 2 running backs alongside the quarterback. Quick give. It's Hawkins. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. They'll move the wide receiver. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
And that's just an example of the defense having a better play call than you have on offense. I like the creativity offensively, but how about the defense having their cornerback in position to make the play?
Keeps it moving. It's Davidson. He's wrestled down right at the 35. Good job by the defense to stop that conversion attempt. 4th down coming. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. They weren't able to move it on their last possession, ended up punting it away, but now in a tight game, another opportunity for this offense. Play action on 1st down. Lucky to get it off.
And we were talking about it at half, guys. Like, how are they going to crack this puzzle, right? This defense so elite in the first half. Second half, they come out. They're trying to throw the football, man. I just don't know where the weaknesses are. They're going to have to keep working and keep trying to make that big play and stay aggressive. But so far, on every level of this defense, they've been dominant.
Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuff both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up third and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages, it tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Oh, pressure's coming. No, he should have had that one right in his hands, and he couldn't hang on. Typically, he makes that play. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The give on the counter. And he's still running after the move. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is their senior defensive end, and they can ill afford to lose him for a long period of time. Holly Rowe will check in on his condition. They'll give it to him again. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
6-yard pickup on first down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. He's got it on the right. Could not make his way to the corner.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. From the gun, running back gets to give. Oh my, circle, Spinderella. Put him in the spin cycle and picked up the first down.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of 3rd and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You can throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off and they pick it up.
Yeah, and you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the first down.
Finds his man. It's Barlow. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. The fake wants to throw. Blasted as he lets it go.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
A huge chunk play as he gets. Way down to the 11.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
And a nice job by the offense picking up the blitz, understanding that extra guy was coming, and creating just a little bit of a hole for that running back to slither through and get some positive yards.
Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Pushes ahead. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
Boston College needing a 4th down conversion. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Boston College! Looking for the tie with the extra point. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, and it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
The returner will field it and try to get some field position. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Tie game, 4th quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Hits inside. It's Davidson. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Got some green grass. Looking for room at the 40. Breaks into the open. At the 20. Touchdown, Clemson. They move on top here on the 4th. Nothing but a vapor trail left behind that guy, and the defense straight to the burn unit.
And, man, that does not feel good. As a defense, you're trying to limit the big plays, keep that guy in front of you. That guy says, wait a minute, I'm way too fast for that. They're going to just need to work on those angles. That's for dang sure.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. Defense loves to show heat and try to confuse the quarterback. They'll run it. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going. It squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They go to the counter. Sees a crease. They open the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33.
All right, they showed this in the first half, right? Loaded up, ran the football, had some success. What do they do in the second half? Come back now, pull some guys, go the other direction, have success. Great job by the coaching staff.
Trying to squeak through the pile. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the 1st down.
And a nice job up front too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go, hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Leaves it with the back. And he's brought down after a short gain. They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. Looking to throw, it's Acosta. Here comes the heat. And he gets rid of it.
Normally, I would say 4th and short on your own side of the field, you punt the ball away, but we're in the 4th quarter, and they need to keep this drive going to win. I say go for it.
The kick is on its way. And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. Clemson comes out its offense ready to go on the attack. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse.
Wide open spaces. The 40, the 30, the 10. Touchdown, Tigers. He got a step and just dusted the field. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing, rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
The corners are walked up tight. First play of this drive. Makes the grab over the middle. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
Hit and stop right there. Not much on that pickup.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Myers on the move. Complete in the middle. Runs through a man. He might have space. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
They're all over it. He sacked this defense all over it. Boston College right back to the line.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and one play turns to 2. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
Good job just to get rid of that one.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman and a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
They'll move the tight end. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And after that play, there is a Tiger who has yet to get up. A senior defensive tackle being looked at by medical personnel. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on how he's doing. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Throws for the tight end. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
And now you start to feel desperate because down by multiple scores, the clock running out, 2.5+ minutes left on the clock. I got to do everything great now. I have no margin for error. My defense on this next possession, I have to get a 3 and out. I have to force a turnover. I have to do something to get me back in this ball game right now.
They found a little running room out of the Wildcats, still short of the first down marker. Timeout called by the Eagles. It's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. He's going to keep it. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
Keeps it. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force-feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their third and final timeout. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. He'll toss it. He's going to be a little short. It'll be 4th down from the 44. Here comes the Wildcat. Watch out here. On the snap, it's Davidson. Big on big, man on man, and the defense wins on 4th down.
Yeah, I'm not sure why they went for it, but when you're up by a couple scores, I think you're just kind of free and like, hey, let's keep scoring points. Let's keep the offense out there. Let's keep the accelerator on. And I guess, hey, who cares? We're not going to lose anyways.
Throws to the wideout. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. Might as well finish with a little flair. The defense comes up with a turnover, and they can take a knee if they choose from here on out. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Turning it on. The 30. Running inside the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Tigers. They are finishing the deal, building the lead here in the 4th, and they are going to go to 7-0.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. Under pressure. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. 2nd and long here. Dropping back, it's Acosta. Completes it in the middle.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
Shoots it to the left. Makes a connection. He stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's 1st down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. And, Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Oh, and he just dropped it so close to his 2nd interception of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again on that last...
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. He's looking downfield to throw. He wants a big play here late. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense.
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Snaps it, and he has to have it. He's taking a deep shot. Converts on 4th down, still going. And he's brought down, but he picks up the 1st down, and the gamble pays off. How in in the world could they let that happen, and how in the world did they pull it off? That was 4th and a mile, and they got it.
I mean, what a clutch play by this offense. Listen, understanding, a small throw's not going to get it done. A deep ball down the field, give yourself a chance to make a play, and by gosh, they do it.
Back to pass, it's Acosta. A shot toward the end zone. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, 4th quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
Rush is on. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. Looking to the big tight end. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. He's looking to throw. Pressure's there and he lets it go. And he avoids the sack.
Man, do I love being a defensive lineman in games like today when you know you got to go get the quarterback. Like, they're down on the other side. They have to throw the football. Only chance they have to get back in. I'm playing the pass every time, pinning my ears back and going to get the quarterback.
Got nothing last time. Now 2nd and goal from the 3. They'll go to the air. They get to him as he throws. Couldn't quite hang on to that one, and this red zone defense came that close to forcing a turnover. 3rd down coming up.
Another hit on the quarterback. All day long, this defense has been able to pin their ears back and get after this guy, and because of that, he's never gotten into a rhythm throwing the football, and that's why they find themselves trailing here late in the 4th quarter.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
One more play to pad the stats. Looking to throw, it's Acosta. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles. Right on the money, and he makes the grab in the end zone.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, and knocked it right down the middle. And he takes this from inside the 5. No more room to run. They make the tackle right there, and the clock is at 0, and that's how this one will end. There's a